Welcome to my show. My name is Marcell Johnson, and this is a film experience.
Fisher.
Hey man, what's up, bro? Okay, so first of all, I just want to thank y'all because it is season 2. Like, that blows my mind when I think about it. Like, I made it through season 1. This is season 2, and I'm excited I got my bro here. Y'all might recognize him, man. Back in the day, whenever I used to do something called Kingdom Kid Interviews, you know what I'm saying? I got a nonprofit called Kingdom Kids. Jake came through. He gave us a fire testimony. So he's back. This is his second interview with us. But I ask that you would like. I ask that you would comment. I ask that you would subscribe to the channel, man. This is a movement. God is doing amazing things, and I want y'all to be a part of the journey. You ready? All right.
Yes,
what's up, Jake?
How you feeling, bro?
What's up, bro?
I'm glad to be on the show.
I cannot believe that you're back, bro.
It's been years.
How many years it been?
At least be like 3 or 4.
4?
Yeah.
Bro, 4 years. So, I'm going to jump right into this interview, bro.
Okay.
So, first of all, man, I want to say, well, first, let me introduce you right. This is Jake. This is my boy, Jake. That's what we're going to roll with today. He's a music artist, an entrepreneur. Most importantly, he's a child of God.
For sure.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? But I want to ask you, man, what's changed in your life since the last interview we did?
A lot changed.
Like what?
Me being able to like get my own place and to get a brand new car.
Okay.
It's crazy how God just gave me that.
Wow.
Give me the time to like
wow.
with the jobs and stuff, like better pay rate and everything, and giving me more hours to be able to get that stuff. So it's a blessing for sure.
That's crazy, bro, because so many times we take things for granted, like a house, like a car, you know what I'm saying, like your own spot. And that's crazy because something that other people would just take for granted is things that people are praying for. And you prayed for the apartment, for the crib, for everything, and God answered you in the midst of the pandemic, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that's crazy. I want to get into that too, but I want to say, like, your music, because I know that you're still actively doing music. I know that people can hear your music when we're at
Apple Music, Spotify, pretty much every music platform.
Everywhere. Bro's been doing music for how long?
At least, I would say at least 7, 8 years now.
7, 8 years?
Yeah.
Bro, so how did you start in music?
So I pretty much like in the old interview, remember I was talking about how I started with the drums, with drums, and then I wanted to become a producer.
Okay.
And after that, I just started getting into like songwriting and everything else. So it's amazing.
What would you say is your favorite part of music? Is it the songwriting? Is it the producing? Is it the actual performing? Like, what would you say?
I'll say the producing is my most favorite part.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jake really isn't really a producer, but he liked to play with the music a little bit. But I think that your producing skills is like top tier. I think that's what really is like. That's what you need to push a little bit more. But I wanted to ask you, what inspires your lyrics? Because I know that you are writing stuff. So the things that you write, mind you, Jake don't just do any type of music. He do like music that's really heartfelt. How would you describe your music?
Pretty much my music is like anything I go through, like any life situations or anything that I'm going through, I want people to feel it. Yep. And I want to write stuff about people that's going through the same situation. So if they listen to the music as well, they can feel where I'm coming from.
That's what I was going to say. What inspires your lyrics? Basically your life, huh?
Yes.
Storytelling.
Yes. Yep.
Give us some lyrics from one of your favorite songs.
So one of my favorite songs, I would say, it's called Time Now. A lot of people like it.
Time Now.
So how it goes is I said, this is my time now. This is my time now. I've been waiting so long.
Hey.
Yeah, that's it.
So what's behind that? Why is that your favorite?
Why is that my favorite?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff I've been praying for, like say for like example, like the new car I wanted.
Yeah.
And the job that I have now, I was praying for that. I didn't always have that. I didn't have that job. I didn't have that new car.
Yeah.
So I was praying for that.
So what you say? So this is my time now.
Right. You gotta take force. And you know God's behind it too. So I didn't do all the work. God did all the work.
Explain that. God's behind it.
God's behind it. So you never want to take anything for granted.
Yeah.
Or try to make it seem like you did all the work, because God definitely got you that job. Because that job, they could have turned you down or whatever. They could have been like, no, you don't fit this job. We're going to be moving forward with somebody else or anything, or, you know.
Yeah. So when you think about it, it's like every job that you get, every position you're in, even if it's temporary, it's like a responsibility. It's like more of a calling. It's like you're there for a reason at that job. You got to be the light. How do you like your job? Do you want to tell them what you do first?
All right, so what I do is I'm a assistant manager at a Champ store. It's a cool job. I like talking to different customers. You meet different people all the time.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. So I work with shoes. That's one of my favorite things too. I love shoes and fashion. Yeah. That's my favorite.
So see, a lot of people just think that you're at the store selling shoes. They don't realize that Jake is a whole entrepreneur. He's a business owner. He's been owning his own business for how many years?
It's been 5 years now.
5 years. So let me show you how smart he is. What is your business? Tell him about it.
So by business, I take limited shoes or I get like limited clothing online.
Yeah.
And I resell it. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's crazy is I was trying to get my family in that years ago, where it's like you go and you get the tickets for the Jays or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You get it for the low price, and then you could sell them online for thousands of dollars. People be buying shoes for like, what's your highest selling shoe?
My highest selling shoe?
Yeah.
Highest selling shoe was $1,600, and I bought the shoe for like $120.
$1,600. This is what I'm saying. He been doing this for 5 years. And y'all think like, oh, okay, assistant manager at Champs. Meanwhile, you don't even see what he's behind the curtain really doing. See, it's like God got a whole little vision for you when you in the proper position. So I wanted to say, bro, how would you say COVID affected you? I know that we talked about it, but how do you think COVID affected you? I know we touched on it, should I say?
So I just want to thank God because I know the mall was shut down for months.
Yep.
And they were still paying us.
Wow.
As we were there while we were still home. So shout out to God for that.
That's
I was
lit.
still getting paid. But there was a couple of days that we had to go in to go ship out orders.
Okay.
Yeah, there's people like ordering stuff from the store, bro.
And you had to go to the store and
this one time it was like 250 orders, bro. We had all these boxes on the sales floor. We had to take them upstairs because they wouldn't allow the UPS guy to come into the mall, so we had to go outside to meet the UPS guy.
But they were still paying you.
Yes.
So it was like you had to do it.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It was crazy.
So it kind of taught you, though, what improvising looks like. In the midst of the pandemic, it's like your job title, your responsibility, should I say, they might fluctuate.
And I wasn't going in there like 5 days a week. I was going there like maybe 2 days, 3 days a week.
Yeah.
So like wasn't really getting that many hours, but I was still getting like, so for example, for my position, I'm supposed to work like 45 hours.
Okay.
So I was still getting that 40-hour pay, that 45-hour pay.
Every week?
Yes.
Oh, that was
God.
2 to 3 that was days. God.
Right.
Yeah, that was God for sure.
It was amazing, bro.
So besides that means that you had a lot of time at the crib.
I did.
So if you had a lot of time at the crib and you're a creative person, how do you think COVID helped you or affect you creatively?
It's giving me more time to like make more beats, focus on my craft, even reading the word. So I feel like that. So the reason I say my Aunt Mary, she said the reason why I would say the lockdown happened is because God wanted more people of His people to get into the word, to stay focused. Don't care about what's going on out in the world.
Come on,
stay focused on God.
Tell them, bro. Tell them that.
Yeah.
Tell them somebody
stay focused on God. Don't worry about what's going on out in the world. Just focus on you and God, you know?
Come on.
God always going to have your back no matter what.
Ooh, God's going to always have your back no matter what. Don't focus what's going on in the world, the pandemic, the problems. Focus on yourself and your personal relationship with God. And you said He had you get in the Word. What are some things He was teaching you? Like, what's a deep lesson that you kind of got in that?
Faith. Just sometimes I like feel discouraged. Like things don't go my way or like things don't go the right way. I'll get discouraged and I would drop that thing. So like sometimes with the music I would drop it. If it didn't go a certain way, I would drop it.
Yeah.
And God, you always hear that still small voice in my ear like, son, get back to it. Stay in my word, keep working, keep pushing. There's gonna always be some hills to climb. There might be some stuff getting your way, but He will move those things away from you. Just keep fighting.
As you're saying that, what Bible verse is coming up in my spirit is your brothers, like, do not be discouraged. Your brothers and sisters throughout the whole world are dealing with the same things that you're dealing with. So it's like his version of problems is just like yours. You have discouragement, you have setbacks, you have issues, but God is saying, listen, get back to it. Get back to that dream. Get back to your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up. Like, his story is really your story, but just in your own way. That's fire.
It is.
So I like that. So did you come up with any like good beats or some more music in the time of COVID?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a new mixtape or something?
So new mixtape I am going to be working on.
Okay.
It's going to be it's going to call it the Collab.
Collab?
So, yes.
Who's on it?
So I want to get a whole bunch of different like Pittsburgh artists and stuff work
Let's
together.
go. Unity.
It could be gospel, everything. I want everybody on this album, whatever.
Okay.
Just have a different vibe. So let people I want people to hear what you have to say.
Come on.
And tell stories. That's what I
Come
want to
on.
hear. So that's the next project.
This is what I'm saying, God, and this has been my prayer, bro. I've been praying over the city of Pittsburgh before I move, how God that God will bring his leaders, his influencers together in unity. He will cause them to have no lack. He will cause them to have no comparison, no competitiveness, no rejection. You know what I'm saying? He will cause them to have that creative spirit that would allow for the city of Pittsburgh to prosper. That's been like my prayer behind the scenes. What? So you telling me that is just showing me like God's like answering me saying, son, I'm working on it. I'm talking to your brothers, your sisters. I'm pulling everybody together. What do you think inspired that idea?
Just being around different artists, because I had a whole bunch of different artists come to my studio.
Okay.
So just listening to them, like, and what they had to say, stories, because I also record for people too.
Producer.
Producer.
Yeah.
So if people want to come record, I produce it, lay the tracks down, whatever else they need. And just by hearing their lyrics and everything and what they have to say, that's what came to my mind.
So if somebody wanted to get in contact with you and wanted to like get you, what would you tell them? Like, how can they reach you if they wanted to get you to produce something or record them or something?
Social media, also email. I have my email in the bio.
Yeah, we'll put his information in there. I didn't know if you had like a certain place you like to tell people to go, but I'll have his in the description, all of his contact info. But another thing I wanted to talk about, bro, is something that I love so deeply about him, my bro Eli, mom. You know what I mean? Right. It's like, it's such a family dynamic there. It's like if you go in there, it just feels like a Sunday afternoon with like sweet potato pie.
You always feel welcome too.
Just welcome. You feel me? Like always welcome. So I know that family is a big thing to you, but how would you describe family, the importance of family and the role that it plays in your life?
It's the support system.
Come on.
See, they always have my back. They show me things. To where I got right now. So I would definitely say if it wasn't for them, I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today with family and friends, you know? It's definitely number one is God, though. Can't forget God.
He gonna keep shouting you out, Father. You gonna keep shouting him out. He love it too. God love that attention. That's so fire. So you said family is support system. A lot of times in family, we don't think like our family don't be realizing how much we really need them to support. Sure. Whether it's liking on social media, whether it's telling me good job, praying for me. And I think family just be looking at it like, oh, okay, like most of your support usually comes from people that are not your family. So the fact that your family are supporting you, this is so major. And I feel that every time I'm at your crib. Like I feel that. So tell somebody who got creative people in their family, but they're just not supporting. Like tell them what it would mean if they start supporting people.
So it definitely plays a big part with family. Y'all close. You know, y'all want to encourage each other, keep each other up. Because it's not a few people out in the world. It's not going to say things like that. So, but you definitely want to stay connected, connected with the word. Yeah. You know, but family is the number one thing. I know sometimes it's hard because certain family members could get jealous of you. Yeah. So that's another hard part.
That's usually why they don't. That's usually why you don't want to support, because you're jealous because you don't feel like you tapped into your gift yet. But I found God is so creative that if you was to start supporting them and get around them, it'll stir up your creative gifts. All of a sudden, you'll get ideas and visions on what you're supposed to be doing. But if you just keep rejecting your family and not supporting them, you'll stay in that place that's just like bitter and just like unproductive. So you definitely want to support your family, even though it might, like, you might honestly be jealous, but fight against it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to fight against it. But I wanted to say, bro, what lessons, because you keep shouting God out, I wanted to ask you, what are some lessons that you feel like God has really been teaching you in this season, particularly?
What lessons? I go back to having faith again, you know?
Okay.
Staying in that, don't be discouraged, and just trusting in Him. That's the thing, trusting in Him.
Trusting in Him. That's really deep, because mental health, I think a lot of people's mental health can be solved through trusting in God. Because when you're not trusting Him, you feel like discouraged and sad and suicidal. Suicidal has been...
Plays a big part,
Yeah, bro. So how do you deal with mental health?
So I listen to gospel music, you know.
Worship music.
Yes.
Come on.
So one of my favorite songs is Always. It's a worship song. It's called Alpha and Omega by Israel.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, you know that song? That song, like,
you just play it. It's just like an orchestra.
It just changed the whole atmosphere.
It do. Yeah. I wish we could play it too, but it's like by Israel Houghton.
Yes.
And it's called Alpha and Omega. So you'll just play that thing.
Yes.
That helps you with mental health. What else do you do for mental health?
I normally try to go out, like, so maybe go for a walk.
Come
for
on.
a walk, you know?
Yeah, get outside, change
outside,
your environment.
Take a jog or something, or maybe you want to work out. Listen to some gospel music, work out and stuff. Listen to Lecrae. He's a gospel artist. So.
Do you listen to gospel artists? Is that
do.
your favorite, or is it like you listen to secular music too?
I listen to both.
Yeah, like all music.
Yes.
Okay, but which one is your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah, like which genre of music? Like pop, rock, gospel, you know what I mean, R&B?
That's a tough one.
That's always tough for musicians and producers, but which one would you say? What's your favorite to create?
My favorite to create? I'll say hip-hop.
Hip-hop? Why do you say that?
There's a lot of things, it's a lot of stuff you can do with hip-hop. So, like, you can mix, like, you could take, like, pieces from jazz music or pieces from EDM or dance hall music, and you can mix it together with hip-hop, like a hip-hop beat. So that's why I like hip-hop so much, too.
That sounds like a fire mixture. Like, if I didn't know, bro, I would be like, put that together and have me in here bopping. That kind of sound like the intro music.
Right? For sure.
Yeah, it's a vibe. All right, so I always like to play a quick game. I want to play a quick game real quick. You ready?
Yes.
And because you keep shouting out God, and because you're a producer, I want to play a game. It's called Instant Encouragement, right? Okay. So it's like quick on your feet. You have a quick minute. You say that you ran into somebody, and you have to encourage them just like that fast, right? So somebody's at the crib. They want to give up on their dream of being a rapper, a singer, a producer, anything like that. And they feel like they're like at their last straw. They're breaking. What do you tell them? You got 10 seconds to talk to them and tell them. Tell them in this camera right here.
Never give up. It may seem hard at first. I'll definitely say stay in prayer, stay in the Word, and just keep working. God will have you talk to God, and He'll definitely get you through that situation for sure.
Period. Talk to God, stay in prayer, and keep working. So no matter what you're doing, just keep on working. Talk to God about it, and that is praying. If you didn't know, praying is literally talking to God. Some people make it a whole thing, but it's literally just
even reading your word too.
And come on, reading your word. Because people don't realize, like, all right, just for example, me, God was saying something in my spirit, right, about being humble, about being gentle, about being patient. And I was just like, okay. And then I was feeling like He was telling me that. And then when I opened up the Bible, and then immediately He took me there, He gave me like Bible verses backing up what He was telling me.
Right.
So sometimes, how often does God talk to you and then show you what He says in a word?
It's how often? I'll say any like situation I'm going through. Like if I'm feeling down or anything, or don't feel like doing this or doing that. And He was either showing me signs, or I would just hear like that still small voice in the back.
Yep.
For sure.
So I was just talking to somebody, and I said, people be saying God don't talk, but God really does talk. You just have to be willing to listen to Him.
That's funny you said that, because the one time my uncle was preaching, and he was like, how do I know if God is real, or blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And he would say, yeah, because God doesn't talk to me or whatever. But the funny part is he said, yeah, read your word. God's talking to you right there.
Bro, if you just open your Bible right there, you'll realize, like, God's been talking to me the whole time. Like, the Bible is literally God talking to you. You have to like prioritize that. So I wanted to ask you, bro, like, tell us about your business and how it got started, because I love the fact we're looking at Jake, the funny guy, the producer, you know what I mean? But tell me like the serious part of like your business. How did you start that business?
So how did I start? Okay. Yeah. It was when my cousin moved back in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He came from the Navy.
Oh yeah, he's partners with his cousin in the business.
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
So he came back in town, he moved back, and we bought a pair of shoes. We started with one shoe, that's funny. And the shoe that he bought actually was supposed to be for his wife.
Okay.
But his wife didn't want them. So then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and return these. So we looked up the prices. He's like, okay, you're not gonna return these. You can sell these, bro. You got a little discount and everything. It's a limited period. So we started right there, and I started talking to him and stuff like that, and then started looking into more shoes and stuff.
Yep.
And then I even added my personal money in there too as well. So that's another thing you want to do with business.
Invest.
You definitely got to invest into your own business for sure. So you got to put your money in.
Come on. Because sometimes a lot of people want handouts. It's like you got to be willing to spend in order to make money.
Right.
But what came to my mind, you know, God uses everything to teach me a lesson. He bought his wife shoes. Right. She didn't want them. The world looks at that as a problem. God uses problems to kind of like make things work for you. I always say things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. That opportunity came out of somebody rejecting something.
Right.
Like that bad thing became a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That's making you money till this day. Exactly. That's dope. And then I love the fact that you said you invested it, and basically you just started selling and buying and selling and and it's just been a repetitive cycle. Jake's closet at his crib filled with shoes. I feel like when I'm at your, I don't mean to blood spotter, but listen,
you're good.
Listen, when I go to Jake's crib, it's like I'm at Foot Locker, bro. It's like I go in there and it's just like, what shoes? Okay, what size? It's like bro.
Too many.
Bro has Foot Locker at the crib. Like, Foot Locker is at your crib.
So I remember a joke my aunt made. She was like, yeah, you're going to have too many shoes. This is when I was still living with her, right?
Yeah.
And in the room. So yeah, you're going to be running out of space. You're going to be sleeping on top of your shoebox and snacks.
Bro, the whole room with shoes, bro.
Facts.
I'm like, bro, what is going on? The whole room is shoes. So, something else we was talking about. How important is having the documents and having all of your business like information there? Because some people just think about it just selling shoes. They don't realize you're a whole LLC.
Yes.
You do whole taxes. He has all his paperwork. How important is the business side of it?
So it's important to keep all your receipts. I'll say your gas, how much you pay for gas.
Come on.
Your mileage.
Yeah.
Because for me, sometimes I'm dropping shoes off to people.
Yeah.
I'm dropping shoes off to UPS.
Yeah.
At the post office. I'm going to go pick up shoes. So that all adds in to the business.
Come on.
And I even bought a printer too, so I could print labels out.
Yeah.
So I bought that from the business account, and that's a write-off right there too as well.
Yep.
So you definitely want to be smart when you have an LLC.
Yeah, I think there's so many different ways to make money as a business owner outside of selling your products. Like all the effort, everything you put in, it's almost like the system is built to help you benefit if you're a business owner. So think about that. Bro, so I wanted to talk about relationships.
Okay.
So are you in any relationships at all right now?
I'm not.
You're not?
Yes.
So what's your view on relationships, and when's the last relationship you've been in?
Last relationship I've been in was probably like back in high school.
Okay.
To be honest. Yeah.
Okay. I love the honesty.
Yeah.
This is where freedom is at, bro. There's no judgment. So,
yeah, for sure.
So what's your view on relationships? How do you view it?
I'll say relationships is good. I say relationship is all about trust, honesty, building loyalty. Stay loyal for sure.
Come on.
Definitely don't lie. Mm-hmm. Definitely don't want to do that. But I feel
like said definitely don't lie. You definitely don't want to do that.
But I would say relationships, you definitely want to. I would say at a certain age, when you get into relationships, you definitely look into dating to marry that person.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste their time. So
yeah.
When I'm dating, I want to be with the right one for sure. So.
Yeah. So it's like he only intentionally dates. It's like not dating, and that's the way I view it too. I feel like I'm a very open person, so I like open, like I'm not open relationships like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I make friends and family with everybody. The way that God uses my like gifts, so many people are attracted to them. So it's so important that I prioritize relationships. And I think when it comes to like wife or like marrying somebody, it is intentional not to just be dating, just like to have sex or just to be like, you know what I mean, you're just my girl. Yeah, like you just, you know what I'm saying, you're my girl, or you got a big butt, or you got a body, so now I'm gonna wife you up, or you got big followers or something. It's like, make sure you're dating the right girl or the right female for the right person, for the right purpose, and ultimately to get married. Like, you should be having marriage in the back of your mind. If not, you're really wasting your time, like Jake said. So, bro, I wanted to say, what would it take a female? What would a female have to say in order to approach you? Like, if a female approached you and was trying to get on you, what do you think she would have to say? How would she go about that in order to really reach you?
So how would she go? See, I'm simple. All it takes is a simple hi, just introducing yourself and talking a little bit. It's not that hard for
just
sure. Yeah.
She would just have to say what's up.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
and then that's like opening your heart up to possibly a relationship.
Well, like more talking, like getting to know each other and stuff like that from there. Okay. You know, take each other's contacts.
So what's your type?
What's my type?
Yeah.
So I don't really have a type. I like all females, you know. Y'all are beautiful out there, you know.
Okay. So there's no like ethnicity that's your favorite or no size. Okay. No. So they could be like big, little, black, white.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
I'm trying to connect my bro. So if y'all see this, man, and y'all like my bro, man, holla at my bro, man. You feel me? Like,
you got jokes.
Yeah, so you see it. I pulled it out of him, so you know what to do. Just slide through his DM, say what's up, introduce yourself, you know what I'm saying? But make sure you focus and you want to get married, because if not, my bro don't got time for you. All right, bro. So enough about that. But I wanted to get more serious and ask you, what do you want your legacy to be, and what impact do you want to make on the world?
I want my legacy to be.
Yeah, because I feel, to me, bro, I feel like you're like a hidden gem that God is like hiding you for a particular time to build your character and to be able to develop your gifts. And then at the right time, he's just going to expose you, and all that hard work that you were doing behind the scenes is just going to be valued, it's going to be appreciated, and it's going to be absorbed. And I think that at that point, that's when legacy comes in. That's whenever impact comes in. So I'm just thinking, what's the intention of your heart when God does that? What do you want your legacy to be, and what type of impact do you want to make?
So the impact I want to make of like the same situations that I've been through, either put them in a song or to have them in a book.
Okay.
And basically I want people to feel the same way how I felt.
Yeah.
In certain situations.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way as me, or been through the same situations as me.
Right.
So I just want people to feel that impact.
Yeah.
Sure.
So basically, you want people to be able to take your life experiences and learn and grow from them.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I feel you. And you want them to be able to use their art, use their gift, whatever it is that they contribute to the world, to be able to put their experiences in it. So basically, mimic you. Like, see your life, see your impact, and then internalize it and create art out of it.
For sure. Yeah.
That's a good impact. That's some good, like, you know what I mean? That's a good legacy to have, bro. I think that there's so many different things that I can even tell you as far as your future, but I see how hard you work behind the scenes. And I just want to say congratulations for the crib, congratulations for the car, congratulations on the business. And just, man, everything you're doing, bro, I just got to tell you that I value it, I appreciate it, and I see it. Sometimes we don't feel seen. We feel like don't nobody notice all the hard work we put in. I see it, bro, and that's the reason why I hit you up and tell you, like, good job, bro. Keep that up. So sure. I like to close the show out all the time with words of wisdom. So what are some words of wisdom that you can leave the people off with?
Definitely stay positive. No matter if the situation is negative, always stay positive. Negativity will bring you down. That's it right there.
Negativity will bring you down. Stay positive. That's hard sometimes in this negative world.
Yep.
You got to purposely be positive or else the negativity just happens. So y'all know what mine is. It's time, find freedom. It's time.
Find God.
Let's go. Peace. I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all subscribe and comment. And, man, keep following the journey. Peace.
A freedom experience.